like lead you felt before. Dripping with joy, each day to pray for the same name. Oh, devotion inside the curve of your body to drop in the dream. Siren under your skin. Whispering comfort you're giving, but what is divine? Bumping my angelic distortion, bewildering mind.
Challenging in time, infinite spirit, leveling gleams, dear to something strange. Hold near or wobbling and change your train of thought. Busting and battering it ran with the final offer. Vultures and intrigue broken, find much too high. 3 in the morning for the pillow fight with you, you can have the empathy and strategy. You granted the gift of the soft in your mother and nourishing all the action. Searching for the riverbed for the dishes during the rush. Losing faith in what you have, sanctuary for the raising of the void, for the such a glassy room, for the shadows to stretch to mankind, for the therefore past and dismissed this hood, misunderstood, for the wrong don't make it right, the face to hurt me, for the unfortunate journey, for this will be the theology of your psychopath, voice of be supremacy, the shrill, the meaning for the band of the will, trap for this a measure, for the not too thick, for the haunted house, this find the treading of a yoke, through the fields and corn stalks grow, corny is enough, you can find the thermostat for the humming of the live wire. For the boogeyman, for the bumps upon the night, the dance to the head, for the cloud, the ground, find rush the thread, and the manual failing and the falling. Anyway, for the letting the bones remember the gravity, for the bad father, for the you can have a second between your breath to impact you. Yeah, listen, dissolve for the tone, it's thing that you can change and never cross the fence in the line, collapse into itself in the better land for them without the giving. For the academic, for what's beyond, for the slap in the face of the sufferer, a joy for the because we're ready for the doubted path. And all the same ones just shade the wood patch it off of the moss and think that we are the same ones just as all be the finishing of the truth and the cautious and the unsettling encounter. Lost me at sea for the lingering in the sand beneath its own unturning, the swirling in the compass in the hand for the witness of their own the thing around me for the world is this where's my mind for this to take it fading it behind, seemingly fold, rambling over the this will be the challenge of what behind the poets and overthinking the worry I'm not. Moonflowers are fern for the land of where the high. Tangle garden for the wild and free with the blossom and the bloom. Grown for the company of the 3 ways to find a stranger to encounter for the within the covenant. And convict you of the word across the circumstance and dissipate dream and transforming you dangerously into the alone in the fitted flame. Watch them stream the wax, this is the prayer. So find the hustle over your sins to rest this morning, sip of the old aggressive grip. Delicious morning sip of the architect of the building of grace and measure through the doors and just to find it without tilting. And not today for the emptiness, the cold, the dark place for the sometimes it will overtake for your love, the life of the playing the games with me. I don't have the the time for the undressing of the lands and the acknowledgement for the world of the beaming. Equilibrium and drowning in the water for the throat, for the finger of the glass of darkness and just drink this for the smoke and this a decision for the bunch of options you base on the choice. Ready die for the dual flow for the transfixation and for the what you know for this is the longer emptiness of the space engulfed me. Attracted to the tears and rather you know the pain that drops like the run of a trail and leaving no trace or bruise for the time of the old, for the waxing of a cold, for the waiting over your riverside. And nursing shorelines like wounds in from me to you, for the upside down nail to your heart for this and keeping it tucked away. For the blight overcome, the dramatically. You gradually began to find yourself wandering for the lovely lane, for the hope and gazing over your gentle soul, for the eastern wind, for the could not help but falling and not for the too much of the bland for the beige, color right in for the pigment. Would you rather be slipping into the broken glass and all at once to this bind me for the sting? Or people to love and life for the list to be all what's permitted? Or the New Testament for the Christ disciples to not call, hate them back. This is I only find what's the demise to look in the clouds or serving through the blue for the divine over the white. It's already tragedy for the helplessness. The glories in the morning for the love and the color morning glories in over the rising of the sun for the petals stretching and reaching the sky. It's meant to be quiet presence of the unfold, unraveling of a yet to be story untold, but the stillness and blooming unexplained and divine, for the heart claims that peace is mine. Fractured under the cypress, over the findings of the falls. The sidewalk speaks to the sidewalk, over the skips and cracks of this intimacy. Truly escape the meaningless of the pride. Place for safety for the live for the accept. Rainbow baby over yourself with the fighter meant to be in love. Nerves to death, the bleeding, threading over the calling, healing over what you have for another day, for another way, for another woman, for the spark that I can carry, for the soul for you, for the little is enough. For this is scale, for the one breath of this every morning, for the milestones of progress. There's no pats and no scare, no sweater pool spills for this unseen act. the roars of explosion, for the beautiful ways of tragedy, no remedy, but I love you still. Pulpit the throne for the message and will believe. I add a soon for the B, strapped for the sterning and set into the inhaling of a mode. What you find integrity, indulge in what you find is soul. Marvel into the carnation of what you dragged out. Shrug and a smile for the shunning of the sun. It was all that for the hidden truth of the shadow. Refusing the critical think of the completely accept yourself when you're on the brink of this to be the caught in the web of life. And the longing for the searching and for the thorn, for the reversing of the retired. Hit me one more time from what you made me. Reckoning for the occurring of rough and this mind untapped, this enlightened emerging for the limited source. And that same fantasy for the falling in love with someone, the mastering your define the definition for the darkness because you could present, but this is a fight for the protecting of what you are, for the music of falling sun, for the bearing, the plain, the dust, and this is a single tree for the naked limbs, and all I can do was humble to find the twigs, and this is start of shattering. The end of the light of my day, for this to truly know how much I care for you, for this is not the last supper, for the really later for the reaching of a hot, stressful days, to walk in the flames, and still to stand for the beaming smile in your face, and would you still like me then for the day I spoke, and allegedly for the lair, but farewell for the closed doors, and just nowhere to go, stuck in my mind.